Hello YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. We welcome you to the live coverage of the Outlaws Sim Series race number 19 of 36. We continue the run to the playoffs tonight. 8 races remaining, and it has gotten really tight on those playoff standings. Tonight, though, we're at the Darlington Raceway, the track that is too tough to tame, the lady in black, and all that jazz. And that's because this track is unique. As you can see from the overhead shot, it is not a normal oval shape, it's an egg shape, and it's pretty much has been ran on the NASCAR circuit since its inception in the 50s. The track was meant to have been ran towards the inside, with the outside being somewhat of an escape road. Of course, that didn't last very long, and in its first race, the track would quickly change to what was the outer ring, the faster line, because you can carry more speed on that banking. You'll see these drivers trying to get as much as that speed as they can, because the higher you go, the more banking there is, and the more you can keep your foot on the gas. It's high risk, high reward if you can get it right. The satisfaction you get through nailing turns 1 and 2 is immaculate. So tonight, let's take a look at the playoff standings coming into today's race with 8 races remaining in the regular season. Of course, Jeremiah Stutzman, with his win last week at the Auto Club Speedway, that has then not really changed much for everybody else on back, but it's still tight. We see there's the battle for 13th. 4 drivers going at it, separated by 14 points. Jason Miz has now taken over that 13th position, as James Gilliard has fallen down to 15th after the lap 1 accident at Auto Club. Andrew St. Cyr is in the thick of it, right in between him, and Kevin Thompson has been clawing his way up. We talk about Kazi and Schumacher. They continue their run. They have to make every race. They get one more bye week pretty much, and Schumacher possibly taking his bye week tonight. And that's about the playoff standings. Let's take a look at what we're talking about tonight. And of course, tonight's charity is the Childhood Leukemia Foundation, lifting spirits. And of course, you can donate to this foundation through our Facebook page. We'll have posts about today's race that'll have a donation button that goes straight between you and Facebook and the charity. Give it legitimacy. Please donate to the Childhood Leukemia Foundation at your will, but of course it means a lot, and we do this every week. We shout out a different charity each week to give them the recognition and any support that we can give, of course. But what this does do is we do it on the behalf of being able to broadcast the final 30 minutes of practice and getting the chance to talk to some of these drivers. And let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on the practice chart. And it is Greg Holt that has gone top of the charts. We have Schaefer and Service up there, Zala and Cardulo. And yeah, I think it's about time. Let's start to talk to one of these drivers. Let's see if we can get a hold of Greg Holt. And Greg, you're gone top of the charts, man. How are you feeling about the car tonight?
Yeah, it feels all right. She's a handful. What can I say?
Now, is the car a handful, or is the track a handful?
Oh, it's the track for sure. It is what it is. Survival, man. That's all it's gonna be. Don't get hit and don't hit the wall.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So coming into tonight, you've been fast, but you haven't been able to seal the deal in the race. Why do you think that is? And have you been learning anything from those races that just haven't come to fruition for you?
Well, it's just gotta be a little more patient, I guess. I mean, in all of them that I've been up front, running with either the top, in the top 2 or 3, it just either a damage from another car or barely touching the wall, and it's just enough to knock you off the pace. You know what I mean? So just gotta keep it clean. But at this place, it's all luck.
Fair enough. So tonight, top of the charts, you hold it by half a tenth. Do you think your time is attainable from others, or do you think you're pretty steady up there
I don't know. That was the absolute fastest lap that I've turned here. I'd hit a couple of O's, but I had not gotten into the 28s. So that thing's moving. I don't know how much. And I had no draft, so I'm not sure whether draft would help you get a little bit lower or not, but it's like the perfect run for me. I'm sure somebody else could probably beat it, but I bet you it'd be pretty tough.
Well, let's talk about that draft at a track that is so high risk, high reward, because you risk being up against that wall the entire time. Do you want draft on these straightaways? Of course, you always want to be in clean air, but if you're moving your way through traffic, is the draft beneficial or does it hurt?
You don't want to be in traffic, man. You don't want to have to be near any other cars. It's so unpredictable, and the passing lanes here are so tight. It's, you know, if somebody doesn't back out going into turn 1 and 2, you're both gonna wreck. One of you's gonna end up, you're either gonna hit each other, or one's gonna end up on the apron, and the other one's gonna end up in the wall. In 3 and 4, if you don't have the outside advantage, it's gonna be real hard to get by anybody unless you give them a slide job. That's just the way that it is. I don't think the draft. I mean, I want to be up front. That's where I want to be. I want to see everybody in my mirror.
Fair enough. 192 laps. That is a lot of laps at a beast of a track. How are you feeling just physically being able to hold up to that?
Well, we'll see how many times we get a Darlington stripe. How's that? I'll get back to you later, maybe.
Fair enough. Well, currently, top of the charts, Greg Holt, the only driver to break into those 28s, as he said, it's a 28.99 for my timing. And, yeah, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
Well, thank you. Hopefully we talk to you later.
Right on, and that was Greg Holt, driver of the number 3, and what a guy. I mean, he's come into this league, and he has, he's just been a blast. He's been fast, and he's been fun to watch, but man, you almost kind of root for the new guys to kind of, if they come in, they're hot. Some of you may want him to win right away, and some of you kind of like the culture shock. And I'm not saying that he came in hot, that he was thinking he was going to beat everybody, but coming in and going straight top of the charts and continuing to do that week in and week out, that's got to count for something. Just hoping maybe one day he'll get those races coming to him, and shouldn't be too far. He does got the pace. And whoa, big accident on the front straightaway. Reese Schaefer. Whoa. And was that Malico he was with? See if we can get a replay of it. Oh, wow. Schaefer was in the catch fence. Let's see if Malico spun. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Let's see what Landon Cardullo has to say. He's currently spun off of turn number 2. And let's talk to him. He's one of the pace setters, but has been able to pull a race through himself to the way he'd like to. Landon, you're currently second on the charts, and this is something we see often. Pretty fast, but what's it going to take for you to put a race together?
Learn how to save my tires. Oh my god, that's the first thing. This track sucks. Theoretically, it sucks. Okay, it's fun racing, but it sucks. I don't know, just had a couple weeks off, so kind of cleared my mind a little bit, and we'll see what we can do.
Right on. So you did have a couple weeks off, and yeah, you came and you joined me in the booth last week at Auto Club. So what does that kind of mean to you, seeing like your car? I mean, no, it's not like physically your car. It is just a sim. It's not like you pay for it. But it was your colors and your name on the car. How did that feel, seeing that do well at Auto Club?
It was cool. I liked it. I mean, I was more happy for Jacob than anything. I care less about the paint or anything like that. Just happy to see him actually do good for once. So it was nice.
Fair enough. Tonight, at least before the interview started, it was you and Greg Holt top of the charts. Max Service looks fast. It's looking really, really competitive at the top of the charts. There's 6 people within 1/10 of each other. Do you think that's going to hold up through the race, or do you think these are a lot of hot laps?
I know mine's a hot lap, but it's probably going to be a lot of hot laps. I mean, I feel like we'll see some people up there that have been in the back just practicing and running some long runs be up there, but like you never know. It's one of those racetracks that you never know.
Well, we don't know, but I'm gonna put you on the spot anyway.
Oh,
What do you
jeez.
think? What do you think the caution count's gonna be tonight? What are we looking at? You think it's
No,
gonna be
62.
that?
I gotta be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, we've ran some races where I thought there was gonna be a high caution count, and there's been none. So it just depends.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, most of the series has, had long green flag runs. Nashville was really the only outlier. But do we think we're gonna get an outlier type of a race at such an odd oval?
I think so. Like I said, it's just the way these guys run it very clean. You go in the auto club, super slick, super tight, gonna be smacking the wall all the time. And look, I don't even think there was a caution. Nashville, USA, they're clean all race, and then towards the end it got a little hectic. But you know what? That's racing. But I have hope.
There you go. Any strategy coming into today? I know Jacob last week said that he had no real strategy coming in. Is kind of do what the leader does. In his case, he was the leader for a lot of the strategy. So with that kind of being said, last week, did you take a look at any strategy coming into today and what could work?
I did. I think it just mainly how you turn your wheel. Like I said, this track is very tough, especially coming out of 2. You definitely got to hold a steady wheel or you're going to be in the wall. So I think the less you turn your wheel and go through the corner, the better tires you're going to have in the long run. I know that's how it works, but here would be great because I know 3 and 4, if you have no tires, you're going to be slamming that wall all the time.
Fair enough. Yeah, do you think you can get into that 28 bracket that Greg Holt was very proud of?
I hope so. I'm trying. It's rough.
I figured so. All right, well, we'll let you get back to it. Hopefully we're talking on the first side of it. Looking pretty fast as always. Can you put a race together? It's good. That's the next question. I think we're going to find out, huh?
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully I can put something together. It'd be nice. I haven't won in a while.
Fair enough. All right, well, we'll let you get back to it, and hopefully we're talking to you on the first side.
All right, man. Thank you.
Right on, and that was Landon Cardullo, who has gone top of the charts. He's near the top of the charts, so he's third. Take a quick moment and kind of see how other people around the track are doing. Let's go ahead and see what's going on over here. Tyler Markle running the Seth Berger colors. All right, let's go ahead and see what is going on with the other one of the Swift Motorsports cars. Let's see if we can get a word in with second place driver on the charts, Mr. Max Service. Max second on the charts, and boy, is it tight up there.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to be representative of your pace in the race, or you think this is more of a hot lap, or what are you feeling so far in this practice?
I mean, I love Darlington. Darlington's a lot of fun, but I don't think that's going to be race pace. Obviously not. I think you'll kill your tires really quick. But that was certainly a hot lap. I was going out there just trying to move up the order a little bit because I'd fallen a little bit and wanted to push a little bit harder to move up.
Fair enough. You talk about most races, so getting up there and fighting for the mix, especially with some strategy. But what is it gonna take for you to get back to victory lane? This is an odd track. Is this a possibility tonight?
I mean, it might be. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of wrecks tonight, though, so I don't know about that. As long as I can stay out of trouble, which not exactly good at. I always find my way into incidents some way, somehow. But we'll see if I can keep the car clean off the wall. I think we've got a shot.
Fair enough. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What are we looking like caution count wise? Do you think it's gonna be wreck fest? Do you think it's gonna be clean? 192 laps at a track like this. What are you thinking?
I think if we can get through lap 1, turn 1 and 2, and maybe 3 and 4, I think we'll probably be fine for a little bit. But I don't know. I say we're probably gonna have like 3 cautions, but I don't really know. The turns are really tight, and I think as we get closer to the end of the race, like we kind of had in Nashville earlier, I think it's really tight into the corners, and I think people are gonna get really aggressive. So hopefully, towards the end of the race, if we can just go green, it'll be a lot better than if we have like 1 caution. Then we're probably gonna have like 10 other ones. So
fair enough. Yeah. Have you looked into the strategy tonight? I know last week you'd said that it's going to be hard to cut a pit stop out of the race, and ultimately that was the strategy that won.
Yeah. I was sitting there last week thinking the entire race was 115 laps, not really looking at it. So I was thinking we had to go like 5 extra laps there, but I mean, even still saving at Fontana, I mean, of course it was Jeremiah who did it. Obviously, he's probably the best at it, and I knew if anybody was going to try it, it was going to be him.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, with what happened to me last week, I mean, I felt like we had probably the best car overall, but I mean, I wasn't going to win the race anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and I'm out here for wins.
You
but
think you were even better
tonight,
than Jacob last week?
I mean, I passed him.
That's fair.
And then I gave him too much bottom into one, and he got it down there, and you can't hold anything on the top at all once you get up too high. And he got back by, and that's what created the incident. But
that's right.
I mean,
anything carry over from that?
No,
No?
I don't care.
Okay.
I came down to side draft. He came up a little bit. Oh, no big deal. It's a racing deal.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we're gonna let you get back to it. See if you can move up the boards a little bit more. Well, I mean, you're up second, but see if you can get to that top spot. You're on my scoring. You're 2 100ths off of it. Can you find 200ths out there?
I mean, probably, but I don't know if I feel like hot lapping. Maybe I'll go out in a little bit and see if I can close in. But the fastest lap I ran coming into this race was a 29:097, so I've picked up almost a tenth there. So that's pretty good for me. But I think to go and get pole, you're going to have to run a 28.9 or something. So I don't think that's going to happen for me.
Fair enough. Well, best of luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on the far side.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right on. We'll let you do it. And that was driver number 81, Mr. Max Service. I'm taking a look at the chat. I hear y'all. Sean Thompson says, love the paint scheme, Kevin Thompson. Thank you, son, for bringing awareness. Meniere's disease. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that. It's horrible. Yes, let's see if we can get a better look at it. I am so sorry. But I think he needs to really get out on track. I can't get a look at it, honestly. But if I can, I'll get a look at that hood. There it is. Somewhat. Yeah, if we can get out on track, we'll get that car some TV time tonight for sure. Bring some awareness to it. Thank you, Sean, for sharing that. Or bringing attention to it. Yeah, Dan, I see. You want to talk to Mal? Let's talk to him, shall we? It's been a minute. This is a requested interview, Mal, from buddy old pal Dan. How you doing?
Oh, I've been requested. Nice.
You've been
Someone
requested.
actually loves me.
How you doing, man?
Dece.
All right now 9 fun to charts. I just saw you were like 7 for 8th a second ago. So dropping down the order, you're a couple tenths off. Do you think you can find 2 tenths out there?
I don't know if it's gonna matter. It's Darlington. You're gonna enjoy that track position wherever you get it. So you just want the track position, whether you get it in qualifying, pit stops, get it on some restarts. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Do you think you're gonna be able to get that track position? What are you gonna do to try to get it?
Well, hopefully. I hope I qualify, 7th, 8th would be okay, and then, you get a restart, maybe get, 1 or 2, and then just pick them off through the race.
Fair enough. It's been a minute since we've seen you win. Now it's been mostly at the short tracks.
Only at the short tracks.
Yeah, that's right. But you said you do like this track. Is there any added motivation to try to get a little something here, or are you really kind of waiting for your time to shine a little bit later in this regular season?
I'm just giving myself the Jimmy Johnson experience.
The summer slump?
Yeah. I was doing too good at Auto Club, so I decided to do burnouts on the backstretch, and then
That's
Like,
what
go
you
get a
did,
drink.
right?
yeah.
We did see that on broadcast. Jimmy Johnson won a few championships, if I'm not mistaken. I think 7. Yeah.
I don't know. I heard today that all of his championship runs were rigged. So
Rigged. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put you
I
on
don't
the
know.
spot.
I'm hearing people like Matt Kenseth and Kevin Harvick and Denny Hamlin saying "Stop the steal" every day.
Oh my. All right. What are we looking at caution count wise? This is mostly a green flag run league. We had the outlier at Nashville, and of course the plate tracks are plate tracks. What are you feeling caution count at Darlington?
Whatever I say is usually the opposite. So since how I'm running 7th to 8th, I'm going to say 1 so we can have 50.
Fair enough. We'll see if you can get that 50. Oh man, that's gonna be a long one if we get that count.
That's 192 laps. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fair enough. All right. Well, best of luck to you, and hopefully we're talking to the other side.
Yep. Thank you.
Right on, and that was Malenko, and there's your requested interview. Now let's see if we can I find Kevin Thompson? I don't see him in the Discord, but I did see him on track. Let's see if we can get a look at the car. Oh, sorry. No, but we'll have to go back a little bit into practice. Or he's going back out, so he is watching. But let's see. Oh, you have to have a little save there in 1 and 2. Very dark lighting. There's some shots of the car, and we'll catch up with him if he's going out there live. That is a tough pit entry. Here he is live. Let's see if we can get a little something. I don't really like using this camera, but I think for this instance we will. This is obviously not a realistic camera, but this is the rear chase camera. And we'll take a look at the hood. In this instance, I'll allow it, of course, because I do want to get a good shot of the car and put. What I can do is give it a little bit of awareness on the broadcast, give it the shout out. And yeah, just a great cause Kevin Thompson is running for. And that being said, I hope he does well so we can get some more eyes onto that car. And any support you can give, that's another cause you can look into to to help out in any way you can. Let us carry on. Let's see who's around. Do we dare try to talk with Joseph Cossey and see what had happened last week? I say let's try it. Let us try it. And we are going to try to get a word in with driver number 88, Joseph Cossi. Joseph, how do I even ask? What happened last week?
Steering wheel become unplugged.
That's what we thought. Oh, man. Auto Club is out to get you. That facility does not like you and your steering wheel.
It don't like me.
Have you gone through, tried to secure anything else that you can, or was it kind of just like a freak accident?
I made sure my plug was pushed in all the way. It's just I did it such an aggressive like movement. That little bit of connection just lost itself.
Oh, okay. So you were stuck there for almost a lap. How long did it take you to realize? And what was like your thought process trying to figure out why you were stuck?
Oh, I already automatically knew because I seen that as soon as it went doo-doo, like I could hear it come off of the computer, and then it was just wah, 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 it just off the limiter.
Yeah, that was a loud onboard when we saw it. All right, so tonight you're 5th on the charts. The competition is picked up in this series. You think you're still able to get up there and do what you do?
I'm just gonna keep the car clean for this race. I'm not gonna look to push very hard unless the opportunity presents itself. I think I'm more looking forward to the Roval next week.
I know you are. So that being said, we're still looking in the playoffs. You're up there in the seating. I know you're in the top 5. I can't remember exactly. I think you're 4th. What's the game plan these final few weeks to kind of prepare yourself for the playoffs?
Like I said, just finish. No more auto clubs.
Oh yeah, that would help out a lot when we get to crunch time. Yeah, making sure you're getting the points.
Can't be doing no more auto clubs. Make that the last one.
All right, so let's talk about tonight and where you are on the charts. You are 5th quickest. There is 7 people within 1/10 of each other. How tight do you think that is? Like, does that surprise you? And then what do you think we can see translate to the race?
Don't surprise me. It's gonna be whoever don't smack green turn 2 wall. Keep it off the wall. Keep the car clean.
So speaking of keep the car clean, I'll put you on the spot. What's the caution count tonight? What are we looking at?
I don't know. These guys surprise me most of the time. I'm gonna go with 5 going under.
5 and going the under? All right.
Yeah.
You don't think this is going to be an outlier like Nashville?
I don't think so. I might be wrong.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. We don't know, and that's why I'm asking the driver, seeing what the view is. Malenko just said last time he said a high number, it went low, and last time he said a low number, it went high. So he said 1 to try to get a lot. And a couple others, they really didn't give an answer. It is so hard to predict, especially here. Do you think it's going to be a lot of single car incidents when they do happen?
Yeah, I think it will be. If we get spread out, it's going to be a lot of single car bouncing off the wall, and people making their own mistakes. If we're close to each other, then it's going to be kind of hectic. If someone bounces off the wall, especially turn 2, you bounce off the wall. The guy that's behind you, like I'm just gonna did the race. Exactly how that will go.
Man, that was heavy. Do you think you have the pace in that 88 to get to those 28s?
I'm not gonna even try it for 28. I don't think I got it. Yeah, I could probably find maybe a little bit, but I don't. My fastest optimum is a 0.21.
Okay. Well, practice is wrapping up here, so you're getting ready to go qualify. We're gonna let you get back to it. Best of luck to you tonight, and hopefully we'll talk to you on the far side.
All right. Hopefully so.
Right on, and that is driver of the number 88, Joseph Cossi, and yeah. So as practice comes to a close, we are taking a look, and it is Max Service who has gone top of the charts at last second. We're going to take a look at the results and look at how tight it is. Looks like a tie on scoring. We're going to have to double check that. 3 zeros in the column. I don't know if that's actually what registered, but we're going to check. And let's see if we can get a look at the practice results. Actually, we don't have those. No, we don't have those. But nonetheless, qualifying is underway. Let's see who is out on the track. For sure, Jacob Zala has made his way out. And let's see how Zala is doing. He comes off of the pit lane. Remember Zala, we rode him out, but last week got the pole out of nowhere. Can Zala do the same? Also on track, Malenko and Max Service. Zala's lagging a little bit, so we'll let him be, and we'll kind of just update on his times. Who is starting a lap, though? We have Max Service in the 88. And Max Service really trying to arc it down. Can he get a nice clean turn 2? And I guess you should have asked these drivers what lap is going to be more beneficial, lap 1 or lap 2. I'm thinking lap 1. I could be wrong, because lap 1 you can kind of nail 3 and 4 a little bit easier and get on the gas a little bit early and get as much speed you can into 1 and 2. But do you want that much speed? Max Service put the first time in. They'll go top of the charts of a 29.16. Jacob Zala is upside down. My goodness, what a hit. Let's see if we can see what happened. Oh, man. So I think the 4 on that roof has gone the wrong way. Malika has gone second quickest on the charts. Coming off of turn number 4, Max Service has clocked in his 28.91. Malenko will go 29.16. Joseph Kiossi has entered the chat as a 29.15. Also out there, we'll have Greg Holt starting a timed lap as Kiossi wraps up lap number 2. Let's check a look at Greg Holt. Greg Holt gets the wall there, so that lap is going to be invalid. Take a look at Landon Cardulo as Joseph Kiossi has finished up. He'll stay second. Brandon Richardson has gone 4th quickest, by the way, in his 2016 Kyle Busch NOS Energy car. Take a look at Landon Cardulo. Did he just get the wall there off of turn 2? That might be an invalid lap, and a lot of people not qualifying, and it's a little surprising, but also not. This is a very tough track, and people not qualifying, I kind of expect that. Jacob Zala says that sucks. I'm assuming he's talking about the flip. We have 17 viewers tonight. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I know we could all use a little bit of a distraction. So, yeah. See, Landon Cardulo did go 5th quickest and smacks the wall hard, and it's gonna end that lap. Adrian Schumacher has made his way onto the track. He is on a warm-up lap. Greg Holt has gone 3rd quickest, and Schumacher just smacked the wall there big time. This is not going to be a good opening lap. Adrian Schumacher right now, the only car on the track. 6 minutes remaining in qualifying, so drivers could be sitting it out. Tyler Markle has made his way on to the racetrack, trying to gauge the competition. But as Adrian Schumacher works his way down through turns 3 and 4. Schumacher, oh, he catches the wall there in 3. Will he give him a 0x, though? We'll see. Come through turns 3 and 4. Adrian Schumacher. That time did register 6th quickest for Adrian Schumacher, so he did get the time in. Seth Berger has made it onto the track along with Reese Schaefer. Tyler Markle starting a timed lap there in the Seth Berger colors. There's Seth Berger's car. Reese Schaefer out there as well. Adrian Schumacher wraps up his 2nd lap. Does it improve? Does it matter? His 2nd lap puts him 4th quickest. Tyler Markle's first lap. Where will Tyler Markle end up on the charts? He will go 8th of 8. Reese Schaefer has reset. Seth Berger out there now. As Markle continues. Jeremiah Stutzman has found his way to the racetrack. Seth Berger has gone 9th of 9 on his opening lap. We'll take a look at Jeremiah Stutzman coming around on a lap. And he is taking it very easy. So I think this is a lap for Stutzman that he wants to get a lap time in, but he doesn't want to start behind the people who didn't set laps. Seth Berger has gone 5th quickest after lap number 2. Markle stays 8th. Reese Schaefer out there on a timed lap. Now Jeremiah Stutzman continues. Stutzman goes 10th quickest. See Reese Schaefer as he finishes his second lap. Schaefer will go 6th quickest for Reese Schaefer. 11 times have been posted on the charts. Looks like nobody else is looking to come on out. For now, we still got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. But, yeah, 11 times taken. And definitely have more than 11 people. We get practice results yet? No, we cannot. That's okay. Yeah. So, as we... Jeremiah Stutzman's still out there. I want to remind everybody about today's the charity that we're shouting out today, and of course today's charity is the Childhood Leukemia Foundation. You can donate to the Childhood Leukemia Foundation on our Facebook page or going straight to the charity itself. On our Facebook page we'll have posts about today's race that'll take us directly. That'll take the donations directly between you, Facebook, and the charity. Yeah, of course, if you're financially able to, that would mean the most to do your part and support the charities we try to support each week. Of course, what it does is allows us to have the final 30 minutes of practice broadcast and be able to talk to some of the drivers and kind of get to know what some of these drivers are up to and what they're feeling like coming into a race like this. I also want to shout out Sean Thompson and Kevin Thompson and what they're doing. The paint scheme on Kevin Thompson's car today is bringing awareness to Meniere's disease. Please let me know if I'm mispronouncing that, by the way. I'll correct this best as I can. But want to shout them out as well because any help we can get in a time like we are now, anything we can do is beyond the most. It would really help people out. But yeah, as at the moment we're in a little bit of a lull in qualifying, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back when qualifying concludes. I don't think there can be another run in, but I don't think there's going to be another full 2-lap run coming into the charts. So we'll take it to break for just a moment, get ourselves recalibrated, and get it back to the action at the Darlington Raceway. 192 laps on the docket. Don't you go away. Welcome race fans back to the Outlaws Sim Series coverage of round number 19 on the season. We begin the second half of the season tonight at the Darlington Raceway, the egg-shaped 1.31 mile oval. And speaking of which, we'll take a look actually at some of the details of this race right after we get through the grid. Let's take a look at the starting grid coming into today's race. And of course, at the top of the grid, we have our Pratt Tile and Stone Pole Award winner, Mr. Max Service, driver of the number 81. And alongside of him, we'll have driver number 88, Mr. Joseph Kiossi. Row number 2, we'll find Greg Holt and Adrian Schumacher. Row number 3, Seth Berger, Reese Schaefer. Row number 4, we'll find Malenko and Landon Cardula. Row 5, we'll find Tyler Markle and Brandon Richardson. Row number 6 will be the last time posted on the charts, Jeremiah Stutzman. Alongside of him will be James Gilliard. Sorry, we'll look at row number 7 here, and we'll find Joshua McClune and Jason Miz. Row number 8, we'll find Andrew St. Cyr and Jacob Zolla. Row number 9, be Adam Gardner, Kevin Thompson. Row 10, Devin Smith, Kyle Lingerfelt. Row 11 will be Andrew Pratt and Eric Peck. Row 12, Doug Solms, Garrett Velzy. And that is going to be our 24-car field heading into today's race. And pacing has begun. And as pacing continues on its way, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the track facts. Like I said, it's an egg-shaped oval at 1.31 miles. And here's some of the more track facts and race facts today. Here in Darlington, South Carolina, air temp is 80 degrees, track temp 79 degrees, 59% humidity. It's partly cloudy, 8 mile per hour winds. For tonight's 192 lap event with 75% fuel load, 7 sets of tires, 1 on the car, 6 in the pits, no fast repairs, unlimited overtime attempts, and let's hope we don't have to use them, but nonetheless, they are there, and it is time to bring the action. It's time to get down and ready with it. We'll take a look at the comments once more. Dennis Montez says, "Let's go, Seth. Start the new year out with a win." And as VIRacing.com Ford Mustang safety car pulls off into the safety of pit lane, we round turns 3 and 4 one last time before we wave the green flag. We are racing at the track that many claim is too tough to tame. Looks like there's a little bit of trouble at the back. Couldn't see exactly what had happened, but Jason Miz dropping straight to the back of the pack. We continue, though. Max Service out in front over Joseph Kiossi, Adrian Schumacher, Reese Schaefer, Greg Holt, the top 5. Here comes Schaefer to the inside of Schumacher. This is the battle for third. Schumacher giving way pretty easily. Doesn't want to catch the wall. Kiossi catches the wall, though. He continues to find his way to the back bumper of Max Service. We continue on at Darlington. We'll see if Kiossi has anything for Max Service. We know Kiossi has the experience on the service. But does he have what it takes? The competition has picked up in this series, but Max Service has been feeling those same effects now. And now, Joseph Kiossi under attack from Reese Schaefer. And now we're looking at a whole different animal. Cardullo back there trying to find his way around Seth Berger, or Berger trying to find his way around Landon Cardullo, actually. Berger up into 6th over Cardullo. Malenko back there in the 8th position. He's lost 1 spot from where he started. We continue on. There's a whole bunch of Seth Berger machines back there. And, of course, the one up front, Max Service, continues on his merry way. Kiossi continues out in 2nd as we work lap 4 of 192. Joseph Kiossi tries to find a way around Service, but nose to tail with him is Reese Schaefer. Here comes Schaefer to the inside of Kazi. Kazi gives him space, and Schaefer moves up to second. Schaefer's been on a mission, but here comes Kazi with the crossover. We're not done yet. Down the front straight we go. Kazi and Schaefer. Schaefer trying to get the run around the outside. Kazi fights back, but Schaefer clears. What that does do is that kind of breaks Schaefer's momentum, and now Schumacher straight to the bottom of the track. Is he pitting? Something amiss with the 82. No, he's not pitting. Or did he miss pit road? Is he just trying to drop back? Something amiss with Adrian Schumacher. We continue on. Back up front, Max Service under attack from Reese Schaefer. Schaefer has eaten into the gap. Really, nobody else behind Schaefer has. When will Max Service start feeling the pressure? So we continue on. We work lap 9 of 192. And is Max Service still out in front, but for how much longer? Can Reese Schaefer find a way around Max Service? It's so hard to pass here, but Schaefer's been making it look easy to start. Schaefer up 4 from where he started. Let's see who else is working on. Up Jacob Zala up 7 from where he started. And it starts to calm down a little bit, but Malenka has gotten by Cardulo for 6. Cardulo's actually fallen to 11, so Cardulo might have gotten into the wall. Let's see what had happened with landing Cardulo. Oh, Cardulo! Whoa! What a moment! They have to catch the car there. Let's see what happened. Cardulo went into turns 1 and 2 and just slammed the wall, and wow, what a catch. Apparently there was something that happened on the formation lap with Malenko. Not quite sure. Did he get hit on the formation lap? I'll see, and I don't see anything other than... No, I don't see anything. So, but I was given an alert that something had happened to Malcolm pulling off the grid. We continue on. Schaefer and Service duke it out up front, but now Kazi holds station still over Greg Holt and Seth Berger. This is maintained in itself. Malenko up to 6 when he was down a spot where he started. He's now up a spot. Tyler Markle, Brendan Richardson behind him. Jacob Zala still holding station in 9th. Cardulo back to 12th after falling to 11, so he's let McClune get right on by. Schumacher continuing his stay in the 16th position. I think once he got into the thick of it, he just wanted to get out of the thick of it, so he dropped back since forward was not the answer at the moment. Now what is happening here is it looks like Service and Schaefer are being caught from Joseph Kiosi and company, and we're looking to have a 5-car battle for the race lead. Schaefer actually now falling into the clutches of Kazi, but not Service. Or not as quickly for Service. So Service has been out in front, saving the tires a little bit. And he's actually, yeah, he is pulling away from Reese Schaefer. Max Service in a league of his own. At the moment. Now, Causey under attack from Greg Holt. And Holt files back in line. It's Berger and Holt. That's a small gap. Let's see if there's anything else. Cardullo trying to work his way around Richardson. This is back here for the 11th position. Oh, wow, it's so tight. Here comes Cardullo to the inside, though. Richardson back into the wall. Richardson will give way. He will, but can Richardson cross him over? He's trying to, but will he be able to? Very tight behind, and now up front of Stutzman and McClune going at it. Really, really tight back here. That's about to be a 4-car battle back here. So Schaefer was aggressive moving up to the field. How aggressive is he going to be defending? And we're kind of along for the ride when it comes to... Oh, Cardinal wall behind. It is Malenko catching the wall big time in front of Tyler Merkel. So this continues back here. Back up front now. Causey makes the move on Reese Schaefer. Schaefer up high. Causey down low. They go side by side. Holt trying to get under Schaefer as well. Schaefer's trying to fight in line. Holt's not going to let him do it. Down the back we go. Big moment. Seth Berger has to go to the bottom of the track to save it. Now to the inside goes Berger on Holt. That for 4th. Oh, so tight between these 3 drivers, and Causey's going to enjoy Schaefer being in front of these 2. McClune and Zala going at it. Looks like Zala has found his way around McClune on maybe McClune and Stutzman getting at it. Very, very close to the wall, as we're going to be most of the night. Look at how close they're getting to that wall. Here comes Holt. Under attack from Berger. Berger trying to get to the inside and stick it off of 4. Holt pushing Schaefer. They're going to go 3 wide into 1. Berger thinks better of it. He files back in line. Holt wants Schaefer. Oh, and Kevin Thompson has gone round. Oh, off of turn. Where is that? Landon Cardullo has crashed with Gilliard. Wreck on the back straightaway. And we could have a caution here. We're going to take a look at what happened. And Kevin Thompson, he's gotten back going. Thompson has gone around in turn 1. Let's take a look at a replay. I think we're going to get a caution. But nonetheless, Gardner, Thompson going at it. Thompson loose on the inside. Oh, he sends it up into Gardner. They both go around. Oh, big accident. 4 cars back here. They keep it going. And what happens to Cardullo? Oh, my goodness. This looks like a huge accident happened here. A major, like 6-car incident. Let's see Cardullo as he rolls up on this. See after he gets just the wall. Into the wall and oh, couldn't really see it there. Big act. Many cars. Let's see what. I don't quite know what to say. So the accident's in front. Oh, Zala got involved as well. Big accident, man. I think Zala got. Oh man. I don't quite know what to say. See if we can see the whole thing from here. Take a look at it. Lap 21 has brought out the yellow. So Zala gets the wall. He collects Stutzman. They continue. Malenko goes up high trying to avoid the slowdown from Schumacher. They get together. And all this happened after Kevin Thompson got together. So did Zala wreck because of what was happening in front of him? So Zala just gets the wall. It's right there, and he collects Stutzman. Big incident behind him. And once again, let's see what happened with Kevin Thompson. This is where it all starts. All back here. Really. Thompson was trying to give room, but he caught the apron, got loose up the track, collected Gardner. Smith had nowhere to go. St. Coeur had nowhere to go, and Smith and St. Coeur continued, but as drivers came through... No, did this happen at the same time? Hold on. I need like a blimp view. What happens in front? I don't quite know what to say. Let's see where... So Thompson's over here. And Zala's ahead. So Zala collects Stutzman. That's what happens here. Zala and Stutzman get together as Thompson happens behind him. Oh, I thought this was Thompson. This could have been more of a Thompson, the Thompson incident being reactive of what happened with Zala. See if there's anything we can get. I don't know what camera angle we can get out of this. Never been. A lot of stuff goes down. Thompson, Gardner. Let's see. From the hood of Kevin Thompson, can we see what happened in front of him? You see, Zala gets the wall. They start getting together. I don't know if it's reactionary of it, but two separate incidents at the same time. Big incident. That's a lot of cars. And we had Thompson and Gardner, St. Coeur, Smith, Cardulo, Richardson, Gilliard, Zala. 8 cars. Let's go ahead and go back live. I think we might be getting ready to get back to it, and we are. Double wide is back up front. Max Service, Joseph Kelsey, row 1. Seth Berger, Adrian Schumacher, row 2. After all that, Schumacher is up to 4th, and they did pit all on 23. Reese Schaefer, he's in 5th. Malenko 6th, and we're getting right back into the action as the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car finds the safety of pit lane off of turn number 4. We are back to racing at Darlington. The Canadian Max Service pulls out in front of the field. Oh, and around's going Reese Schaefer. Can he save it? He saves it. Down in turns 1 and 2. We continue on, and we stay green. Oh, he's going to get split here by Lingerfeld and St. Coeur. Solms is going to check up and give him some room. We continue back up front, though, and all looks calm up here. And Gilliard, 2 weeks in a row, involved in the first caution. Actually, at Auto Club, it was the only caution. And, man, he came into today only 14 points back. He really needed a saving grace today. And, not a saving grace, but he needed some help. Continue on, though. In the top 3. Still going out. There's a car in front. That's Jason Miz up in front. And he'll pull out of the way of the leaders. Here comes Malika on Adrian Schumacher. Malika up to 4th. We continue on and look at the other very close margin. It's back here. Lingerfeld and Schaefer. Schaefer has gotten back by Lingerfeld. And really looks to pull on corner entry there. Yes, he does. And Smith has gotten by Richardson. Here comes Cardulo on Richardson. They were just involved. All 3 of these guys got damage from the incident. Azala here as well. And Zala in front of a group of cars is what caused the incident to start with, so I don't think any of these guys like Zala being up ahead of them, and they're mostly torn up. They can't really do much about it either. So it's kind of here in 14th. Might be a watch out zone. Zala's out in front. Joseph Cassi. Malika's driven up to the back end of the 77 and the 88. Malika trying to get into the battle for 4th. Seth Berger on Joseph Cassi down to the inside. Can he make it stick? Cassi still fights around the outside. So they continue on as we work lap 35 of 192. There's a little bit of contact behind as Tyler Markle and Josh McClune got into it. Looks like no harm, no foul, though. Continue on. Greg Holt finds himself in the mix as well. He sat in 6th. Garrett Velzy's been relatively quiet. He's gone a couple Darlington stripes, but wanted to shout him out. I think he said every other name in the field, along with Eric Peck, we have not said. Pretty much every other name in the field has been said today. Andrew Pratt's also been very quiet, giving way. And Jason Miz, we haven't talked about since the beginning. I think he's just here to literally finish. Kazi under attack from Berger once again. And Jacob Zala has crashed again. What has gone on this time? Let's see, he was in front of the group of cars. And he'll come off of turn number 2. And he'll just pull off. And that'll be day done for the 4 car. Continue on. Max Service still holds his 7/10 of a second lead over Joseph Causey. Causey still under attack from Berger. Schumacher has gotten back by Malenko. Did Malenko get the wall there off of turn 2? Schumacher back to 5th. Holt up to 4th. Out of all of that going on, let's see what had happened. Maybe Malenko had caught the wall. Schumacher had nowhere to go. Holt had gotten by Schumacher and then kind of bullied his way past Malenko. Malenko actually had to check up for the corner. And then Schumacher just kind of crosses him over on corner exit. So, well played. So we continue on. Now Malenko trying to stay out in front of Tyler Markle and Josh McClune. And Seth Berger had gotten past Joseph Cossie for second. They continue on, though, to battle. Cossie holds station in second, but this allows Max Service to get an even larger gap. And he's just gotten the golf cart ride on up to the booth. Driver of the number 4 is now joining me. Jacob, what happened in that major accident? It took 8 cars.
You know, I just ran out of talent. I guess I hit the wall and, you know, I got loose, spun it, and tried to come back up on the track, and there was a bunch of cars there. Just a case of me running out of talent. And Darlington's a tough track, so on to the next one, which will be Kentucky.
Yeah, Darlington is a very, very tough track, so I think there's no real blame there. Oh, there's obviously blame, but there's not real anything too much that can be counted against you. This is a tough track, and a lot of people have suffered, including Tyler Markle, who is now off coming into the pit lane.
Oh no, what happened to Markle?
We'll take a look at the replay. Tyler Markle he was here battling with Malenko. Did he catch the wall, or did he get contact maybe with Malenko or McClune? I think he catches the wall here off of 2. Yup. And where does he end up? Oh, and McClune. Oh, man.
Oh, hard.
Right in the traffic. That's there's 2 cars that made contact. I don't think it's enough to warrant a yellow, but it fits the criteria of a yellow. Wow, big impact. Let's see another angle. Here he is off of turn number 2. Markle gets the wall. McClune tries to get out of the way, but just
McClune didn't even wreck him. It looked like Markle just got loose, and McClune barely missed it.
Good heads up on Markle to hold the brakes initially, and then he saw a car coming behind. He just gassed it off the racetrack, looking for the perfect moment. We continue on. Schaefer has found his way past Malenko. Markle sitting on the pit lane now. Schaefer up in the 6th. Seth Berger holds station in 2nd, but the gap between him and Max Service continues to gain, but that is a Team Swift Motorsport 1-2 at the moment.
Yeah, and these guys, we were talking in the race, these guys are running Seth Berger's paint scheme, as you can see, but they're all running different number fonts. And let's just say the number font that Malenko is running is disgusting.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, so what they did is they're running their normal number font. That's what they normally have on their cars. They kind of stuck with it for the season. I get it. I guess the outline doesn't work with the car, but I don't know. I feel like a bright pink 81 doesn't really work.
I thought it was all right. I mean, I don't see too much of a problem with it. I get it doesn't work, but it kind of looks cool.
I guess, but that's also Max Service's identity is that pink 81. He's kind of ran it since October. that pink 81, and he's been sticking with it. And Stutzman pulls out of the way now for race leader Max Service. And did I just say Jeremiah Stutzman, last week's winner, is going a lap down right here?
Yeah, it looks like it. Stutzman might not have the same power that he had last week.
That's fair. Or Stutzman is already on this huge mathematical grind to figure out how he can cut a pit stop out of this race.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. To be fair, I don't think this track where you're going to be able to cut a pit stop. You might be able to, but I don't think it's possible. Now, I'm not going to be a Max Service, but it could be possible, but I don't think it will.
Greg Holt has found his way past Adrian Schumacher, and Greg Holt into the 4th position. Schumacher sits 5th, Kazi sits 3rd, and all of them on my timing and scoring, Schumacher, Holt, and Kazi, they're all -1 because driver in the 77, Seth Berger, is up 3 and trying to close that gap on Max Service. He's closed the 10th, but the 10th is not enough. Here's this battle, Schaefer and Andrew Pratt going at it for 6th.
Andrew Pratt really getting a good run on Schaefer. Can he get past him here? I mean, it'd be a shame to see. But Pratt's looking pretty fast out here tonight.
Oh,
so far.
Is that somebody off in the background, or?
Yeah, I think it was. I think Malenko might have got off a little bit, but he's back on. He's back.
I guess that could have been bad. Let's see. What happened? Oh, Velzy gets the wall back there.
The wall.
Looks like Malenko continues on, no problem. But oh, Joseph Cossi. Kazi has crashed.
Oh, not again. Joseph Kazi again. 2 weeks in a row.
Boy. Let's see what happened here. This is Kazi coming up to the... Oh, did he catch the lap car at the wrong point? He's trying to find a way around the 37. He goes up high and... Oh, and Holtz taps him in the back.
Holt spun him. Oh, wow. Typical.
And that is going to bring out
here.
the caution. Oh. Whoa. What was that? I mean, the 37, I mean, he's trying to get out the way, but he's there for a while. And, I mean,
I don't think there's anything in 37 to do.
That, but also, like, it's so much, like, they're all going at it for the 3rd position, and Kazi had to check up big time, and we saw Schumacher almost got into the back of Greg Holt. There's a chain reaction kind of went on there. Let's see if we can get an aerial shot, at least a chopper shot here and right above, yeah. Oh, I think the 37's checking up on corner exit.
Braking
to try not to hit the wall.
Wow.
That
just...
I mean, I get it. You don't want to hit the wall in front of 3 lead lap cars, but at the same time, it stacked them up.
Yeah, and that's where the true Kazi. That's where true Kazi. I mean,
there's nothing Holt could have predicted either. That's
right.
Holt lost a spot out of it.
There is no fast repair, which kills, especially with this track, especially with it being Darlington.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot Greg Holt could have done. We'll ride on board and let's see what happens. I mean, he's out of the gas the whole time. Oh my.
Man.
Oh! What happened to Max Service?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, he's down to 2nd. Never mind. But the whole timing sheet just lit up for a second. That sucks, because that's what I was just using.
Yeah.
Once again, let's see.
Service was talking about it being a team squanch night, and after my incident, I don't think it's gonna look out that way here tonight at Darlington. Yeah, I don't know.
I gotta listen to it again. Let's see. Oh, this is off the back of Kazi. Here's 37 of Eric Peck. He's checking up. That's a big checkup, man. I don't.
That's a big
man.
checkup. Did he? I think he might have hit the brakes. I felt like he hit the brakes a little bit.
I get it. You know, you're trying to avoid that wall, but I mean that is huge in front of lead lap cars, man. That is.
Especially with Joseph Kasi as well. And, you know, it is what it is, and we'll go back under caution here.
Yeah, caution is out. The lights are still on of a pace car. So I say, let's I was gonna say let's talk to Max Service, but we talked to Max Service a lot. We haven't talked to Seth Berger today, and Burger Nation I know is in the house. Let's get them their little special interview with driver of the number 77, driver representing Burger Nation Team Swift Motorsports. What is going on, Seth?
Nothing much. How about you?
Seth Berger.
It's going all right. What's it been like around other cars? I know you've been around Kazi and Schumacher and Holt and Malico and all of them. Of course, Kazi just had his accident. But what's it been like in traffic?
It's been pretty frustrating. This may be the hardest track to pass on. I didn't have to try to pass it all at Kansas, so I can't count that one out. But yeah, it is too tough to tame here, man. It's really just a battle of staying out the wall while you're trying to stay fast. So honestly, I think it's just trying to capitalize on other people's mistakes. Otherwise, you're just trying to run your own line.
That's fair enough. And now it is a race, and you have a lot of fans rooting for you. But how much, right? Especially right now, I know it's lap 58 on 192. There's still a lot of racing to go. But how much has gone into your mind of trying to pinpoint how you're going to beat Max Service?
You know, I haven't really been able to pay attention to how I'm going to run up against them. This is going to be the first time. I've been too busy trying to get up here. Luckily, I'm up here. I'm glad I am. But, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of learning here. I think we got a lot of similar pace, but the best chance I have is staying up front right now and hopefully waiting for the long run. Hopefully I can capitalize.
All right, Jacob, do you have anything to ask Seth, especially since you were in the car?
How do you, actually, I honestly don't right now. I can't really get my thoughts straight, process up, so I'll just let you get back in the car and get focused.
Yeah,
Seth, good luck to you.
The lights are out on the pace car. I thought you were going to go green that last time, but there were still wave rounds being handed. So yeah, you're starting on the inside. You're starting first against your teammate Max Service, who's been really hot. Best luck to you, and we'll see what happens.
All right, thank you. Hopefully I could tame the lady in black.
Yes, sir. And that was driver of the number 77, Seth Berger. And yeah, I don't know how much you've seen from the car, but it has been all about Max Service thus far.
Yeah, it really has, and Service is really putting on a good show tonight. But can Seth Berger tame this track, beat Service, and put that 77 back on the map once again?
Yeah, I know Burger Nation's hungry for another win, as they should be. You know, he last won in last year. Yeah, he's trying to get one here.
Yeah,
in
I guess so.
2021. But the
I guess so.
iRacing.com Ford Mustang safety car pulls off into the safety of pit lane, and the control of the field is in the hands of the 77. We are back to racing at Darlington.
What a jump Seth Berger got from that restart.
Yeah, what are the specific restart rules that these drivers are going up against, especially because it is such a long time from the pace car going in the pit lane to the restart zone?
I think he said, from what I heard, it was the O'Reilly sign out of 4 was where you could start, I believe, right there. I'm not 100%, so I think that's where he said we can start. So anywhere from there, or maybe it was, yeah, I think it was there.
Right on. Well, that looks to be all safe. I don't know. Max Service just didn't go. But
Yeah.
he's there in second now. Pratt. How about Andrew Pratt getting up in the third?
Yeah, Pratt's, like I said earlier,
Oh,
Pratt.
Doug Solms in the top 10.
Hey, see
Gotta
this
shout
guy.
him out.
Yes, we have to. This guy is a trooper, week in, week out, and he's making us look proud.
And we say he's a trooper. We should point out that he's not the only trooper. We know there's other troopers like Richardson finishes off these races. He's now a lap down, and he's still here fighting it out. Kevin Thompson is a trooper, week in, week out. Eric Peck, when he is here, he is a trooper. Oh, in the wall, is that Adam Gardner?
I believe it was.
Yeah, that right side, it's not looking too healthy for...
I have to give credit to that 8 car out there. I know he got caught up in my incident, and that's my teammate, and but he's still doing pretty well for himself out there tonight.
Yeah, that's tough. This is a tough track, and he was already having to save the car as it was on his own. He's down 4 spots from where he started. Oh, there's sparks up ahead. What's gone on here? It looks like everything's going well. Oh, caution's out on the speedway?
Oh, what happened to do that?
Not entirely sure. That is the caution coming out. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, Josh McClune.
Oh, no, he was up front, too.
And I didn't get a notification for what
Adam
had
got
happened.
in it, too.
Oh, no. And this is big. I don't... Wow. Let's see what had happened. See if there's any indication on this. And McClune and Gardner get together, and hard into the wall.
Hard into the wall. Wow.
And Kevin Thompson. Oh, Tyler Markle.
Sneaks right through.
Oh yeah, let me.
Kevin Thompson got very unfortunate for him. He had nowhere to go. That one.
Let's see what happened. Here's on the front straight. I think we just cut away from it as it happened. We were talking about Landon Cardullo, and this happened right behind. And it's just so close quarter racing. And what a hit! Yeah,
What a
Kevin
hit.
Thompson got some damage too.
Damn, Eric Peck got some damage.
Man,
Wow.
big accidents tonight. We didn't think it was. I didn't know what to expect because it is a weird oval, but I wasn't expecting a caution fest.
Here's the thing. You weren't. I was. I had a.
We went about 50 laps green.
Yeah, we did, and then we had that caution that I don't want to talk about.
Well, let's
And
see
then
if we can ride on
had-
board with Josh McClune here. He gets around. Oh, he's coming off a full head of steam. I mean, he does his normal line, but Gardner had no idea he was coming.
That was. I think he kind of, in lack of better terms, dive bombed the corner a little bit.
Oh, for sure. That was insane. Let's see what Kevin Thompson saw. Alright, this is the whole back straightaway the lap before. We'll see here in the 3. Cardullo had just gotten by Gardner there. Velzy falling back into the clutches of Richardson here. McClune right in front of Kevin Thompson. And let's see. I mean, McClune didn't really move either, but that's just, that's such a tight... Oh, wow. Such a tight corner. You can't be saying it in like that. That was a dive bomb, like you said.
Yeah, and, again, things like that... like you said, you can't do. That's where it'll cause a caution.
Yeah, normally, what he did, he held his line. Normally, that's fine. But at Darlington, that's not fine.
Yeah, Darlington, the car, no.
He was showing that he was, he wasn't really there either. That was a dive bomb. But he didn't, go up the track with it. But Darlington, there is no up the track.
Once you hit that white line down there, that it's shooting your car straight up. So
yeah, pretty much. We got a lot of Team Swift cars up here. Max Services dominated this thing. We haven't talked to Schumacher though. Do I want to talk to Schumacher though? Because I feel like I jinx.
Yeah, I don't know if talking to Schumacher would be the best thing to do right now.
Should we? If we're gonna do it, should we do it early?
Yeah, we'll do it early. Let's go. Pull him up. Pull him up.
Let's see. Adrian, are you down for an interview?
Yep.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna be careful what I say. What has it been like being up here? With the Causies and the Holts and the Schaefers, how has been the battles up towards the front?
I felt like I almost wrecked about every single one of them so far.
Oh man!
But it's been good.
What did you see from your point of view with the Causie incident?
I just saw a lap car, just didn't really know where to go, and stuff happened.
That's fair enough. Was this what you expected coming in here? To be running how you?
No, because I bought the track like 15 minutes before the race, and I'm trying to set up my new monitor I got. So now I'm at a weird fove that I don't like.
Well, you might have to try it out a little bit more. Maybe. But we're coming down to 3 and 4, so I'll let you get back to it. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say anything else. Just yeah, we'll let you get back to it.
All right, thanks.
I'm not even saying anything either.
I'm just so scared to jinx.
No good luck. No nothing. See you later,
With
buddy.
the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car into the safety of pit lane. We're back to racing. It is Seth Berger, Max Service, going at it. Oh, into the walls, Cardulo.
What was he doing there?
Looks like all is well, but wow, that was tight.
That was. I mean, he went to the middle. I don't know, but you know, putting his car in 7th after that wreck, that's actually a big gain from him.
He is up 1 from where he started, so yeah, with an accident in that car's Carfax, to be in 7th right now, it's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. I probably would have still been. I probably could have been up there with damage, but I decided to quit early and come up here, and it's better up here anyway.
Schumacher fending off Lingerfelt and Cardulo now in the 5th position. And wow, Landon looks like he's really struggling with the back end of that car, and rightfully so. There really isn't a back end on that car. That right rear is pretty dinged up, and he's having a hard time on corner exit. Whoa! Oh, it's Lingerfelt! Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Let's get another look at that. Whoa! Actually, this is a lap. Oh, this is the front straight. This might have been too far back. Well, let's see. Yeah, that might have been too far back. That's okay. There's some smoke there. Well, come on back. But it looked like there was a little bit of contact, but they continue.
They're right up there, and look who's right with them. Adrian Schumacher.
A Schumacher trying to fend off. Actually, Malika coming into the clutches of Schumacher as Schaefer looks to eat on the top 2. Malika losing touch with Reese Schaefer, and here's the thing. Schaefer had a hard time trying to catch Max Service, but he got around Seth Berger earlier. Seth Berger is fending off Max Service now, which is slowing both of them down. And Schaefer is coming. Malika getting passed by Schumacher here.
Oh, Linger fell into the wall again.
Yeah, Schumacher will clear Malika. Malika trying to get the crossover. Landon to the outside. Malika trying to take it easy, maybe. Oh. Slides on.
Oh, no.
He continues. I don't think that was intentional. I think he was just trying to give space. But man,
Yeah,
that was tight.
I think he's gonna take. Is he gonna take it down pit road here? I think he is.
That was heavy. That will be Cardulo onto the pit lane.
will that be the end of the night for the 8 car?
Oh yeah, he's not even gonna make it to the pit box.
Yeah, he's calling it there. That's a done. That is a night for the 8, and tough night for him.
Yeah, I mean, oh man. I don't know. It's so tough here. That's part of it. To be fair, if this track even had an extra lane, I don't think that would have even happened.
I don't think it would have happened.
It's just so tough. A lot of cars sitting on the pit lane with damage now. That continue to get looked at. Lingerfeld now to the back end of Malenko. How aggressive will he be trying to get around Malenko? Peeking to the inside, down into 1.
This is, I feel like, the best place to pass on the inside. Actually, never mind. I stand corrected. It's really hard to pass on the inside here at Darlington.
What I've learned from watching, I think how you're gonna have to pass is you're gonna have to set it up pretty much turns 1 and 2 the lap prior. You need to get a good run off of turn 1 and 2. Pressure the driver ahead of you to take a higher line into 3 and 4. Or you take a higher line in 3 and 4. Actually, yeah, that's right. You need to set up 3 and 4 to where you take a higher line to try to cross the driver over off of 4. And you need to be side by side with them going into 1, and you need to send it into 1 when you're side by side.
Yeah, that makes the most sense to me. I can see where that would work, and it should work. Service is gonna have a hard time passing Berger here.
He's really got to be setting it up here. He has to probably go higher than Seth into 3 and 4. And there he is. He needs to get the run.
He needs to get the run off of 4.
And Seth, wow, he is getting so close with that wall, Seth. Back here, Stutzman actually got passed by Velzy. Garrett Velzy, he's not been the fastest, but he's been minding his P's and Q's. He's gotten into the wall a couple times, but holding station in 10th, he's actually going to let Stutzman back by here for the 10th position. So Velzy to 11. Whoa, what an entry from Solms. I think Solms is starting to enjoy Darlington.
Yeah, Darlington seems to be good on Solms.
Yeah, keeping the car out of trouble, and that says a lot. This is a tough track. That car does not look, I don't think, damaged at all.
No, I don't see any.
Continue back up front. Let's run aboard with Max Service and see, is there really anything we can get right here in the 3 and 4? Now, also their teammates. Do you think Service maybe isn't trying to pass him right now? Especially if Schaefer's not a threat. If Schaefer was a threat, maybe he'd be more aggressive.
It could be. That could be the case. I wouldn't rule that case out.
He's not really making the attempt to try to get around him. I think he thinks they're pretty... Oh, here we go. Can he get side by side here? This could be it.
This could be the pass for the lead.
He's gonna send it. He's gotta send it if he wants it, but he's not gonna send it in case of wrecking his teammate. He'll stay out of it.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Don't want to wreck your teammate. Don't want to do the North Wilkesboro between the two. 17 and the 8.
That was Nashville, but yeah.
Or sorry, Nashville. I keep saying.
They're both, you know, old tracks in the sense they had red and white walls, so I get that. But what that did, Service needed to take it. Look at what it did. He fell back half a second.
Yeah, that was a struggle. I think he should have tried to pass in there, I think, but he didn't, and now he's lost a little bit of time.
So let's talk about the playoff picture, and this is important. We're watching right now St. Cor go at it, and let's take a look at the point standings real quick. There it is. So Let's look at the battle for 13th. Miz came into today's race 8 above the cut line. St. Cour 8 back. Gilliard 11 back after the nasty wreck at Auto Club on lap 1, and Kevin Thompson 14 back.
Well, I think Gilliard disconnected this race already. So
which is what I'm saying. Yeah, that's huge. But taking a look at it now, Gilliard is last. Miz is 17th. St. Cour is there in 8th. Kevin Thompson's in 14th, 1 lap down. So St. Cour, he needed to gain 8 on Miz. Miz is 17th, and St. Cour is trying to fend off Andrew Pratt. St. Cour is trying to make his spot into the playoffs after being 16th just a couple weeks ago. Oh, and into the wall right in front of him is Malenko.
Into the wall, but he lets him by.
And I think this is Malenko coming to the pit lane. He could be calling it quits here. He is still the number 1 seed in the playoffs. There's no need for him to continue if he's not going to get another win in his eyes. And I agree. Why continue, really?
Right. Yep. I think he's going to do the same thing as maybe he'll make it to the pit box.
Maybe. Watching the lonely trip down pit lane.
Lonely.
Oh, that was an odd parking. See, he's in the box. He's taking tires, so.
Oh, he's taking tires, so maybe he might just be pitting earlier.
Service is still running that half a lane higher to try to get the run off the corner, and then I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he gets it.
St. Cour is fallen back to 9th, and I say fallen back. He was in 9th before Malenko happened, but let's see what had happened, because he's lost a bit of time. Oh, St. Cour got the wall just as we were talking about him. And Stutzman had, almost a little moment. And St. Cour lets him by. Oh, and back into the wall
again. He must have been eating too many baby Ruths there.
St. Cour continues, and Malenko's still on the pit lane. Looks like he's repairing a lot of damage, or he's not coming back out. Leaders coming up to lap Brandon Richardson, who's already 1 down in the 14th position, but looking to go 2nd. I'm sorry. Is he a lap down? No, now he is. But, yeah, Richardson will go 1 down here.
Oh, he's 2 down now.
He is 2 down? Okay.
Swearing. He says 2.
Okay. Greg Holt has found Reese Schaefer. Schaefer, this has been one of those tracks for Schaefer that Schaefer's not been able to save tires. Schaefer's been really aggressive on the tires.
Yeah, I know on the first run he said that he was at 83% on that first caution on lap 23. So he's definitely wearing the tires here.
And here comes Holt. I don't think Holt is. And Schumacher's still riding in 5th.
You haven't jinxed him yet.
You want to not
Still
say
doing
that?
pretty well.
The lap car Richardson will let all 3 of these. Oh, I think all 3 of these. Oh, wow. He will let all 3 of them by. Moved a little towards the racing line. I got a little scared.
Got a little scary. They're by now, and Holt will continue the pressure on Schaefer.
Yeah, this is the battle for 3rd. We continue to watch. And I mean, the gap between Schaefer and Holt and Schumacher is about the same gap as what's going on up here. So, I mean, there's not too much more going on. That these are the closest battles on the track and close one is Smith trying to take on St. Cour. And a stretch of a close one is Lingerfeld trying to fend off Stutzman. And now it's getting closer. Here we still look at Schaefer, Holt, Schumacher. Oh, Schaefer really slow there at the center of the corner. Does Holt have anything here?
Schaefer looks like he got the exit out, and Holt had nothing for it.
Let's see if we can ride on board with Greg Holt. Oh, he's got the run now. Oh, he makes contact! What a save!
A save by Schaefer, and still keeps it in front of him.
I don't think Holt meant to do that, but whoa. What a save from Reese Schaefer.
Gee, that looked like a Lightning McQueen save if I've ever seen one.
But now, like, I don't think Holt meant to do that, so how aggressive is he going to be trying to get by Schaefer? I think he was, you know, going to be pretty aggressive, not wreck him, but he almost did.
Yep, he almost did, but...
Now is he going to be a little bit more careful, and the Schumacher maybe take advantage of that?
I was going to say, Schumacher now is right there, so if Holt might have a problem with Schumacher trying to pass him now.
It looks like Schumacher actually gave a little way to Holt there. As that continues, St. Cour has really been caught by Devin Smith here. And this battle continues. Smith trying to size up St. Cour. He's got the run. Is he going to send it into 3? I think he knows he's got to wait till turn 1, but what a run Smith got.
Yeah, he's definitely going to wait till turn 1, but that was a big run, like you said, by Devin Smith. Oh, he might even get him here. Oh, it's getting tight.
Schumacher's gotten by Greg Holt as that continues behind them.
Wow. So him almost wrecking Reese turned into Schumacher's game.
Oh, here comes Smith around the outside. Don't get the wall. He caught the wall. Look at St. Cour. Give him the room. I think St. Cour's going to give it up here. What a pass. Around the outside. Oh, and into the wall.
Oh, and into the wall again. Man.
Smith, he wanted it. He was about to wreck his car for it.
Yeah, he really did. And Darlington is I think most of these people have gotten damaged so far. Besides a couple of drivers, Darlington's a pretty rough track, and here comes Schumacher now.
He fought better of it. Schumacher's been... I'm very impressed with Schumacher, a self-proclaimed not oval racer, at one of the toughest ovals ever. He is not
doing really well.
And maybe this plays into a little bit of a road course driver's kind of hand. Maybe like the sweeping carousels at a road course. This is what like turns 1 and 2 feels like, and 3 and 4 is a very difficult entry. So maybe this is more of a road course driver's oval. That and Pocono.
That's what it looks like. Can he do what Greg Holt couldn't and pass Reese Schaefer? Reese Schaefer's been really tough to pass, like Ryan Newman out here.
Yeah. Schumacher's got to run. He's got to go with it. He's got to go with it. He's not going to take it. Oh, he's going to send it. Peeking. No.
He's gonna send it. No.
He's got to take that.
Yeah,
he had a huge run.
That was a mistake.
Oh, Tyler Markle and Doug Solms.
Almost collected there.
Oh, and this is going. Oh, here comes Schumacher.
Oh, Schumacher. Can he get it? Can he get it?
He's kept it down there. The lap cars. Oh, wait.
Schaefer around the outside.
Oh, and Brandon Richardson's gone round. Oh, big wreck.
Oh. That might bring out the caution.
Oh man, right there's the leaders going by.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, let's see what happened. Take a look at a replay here. Oh, he was all by himself. I don't think it will. No, did he get the wall off of 2? That's exactly what happened. Oh!
Sent him.
He didn't even hit the second wall. He hit that first wall.
Wow.
Oh. So close. Like, so many cars right there. Amazing for everybody to miss him.
Yeah, that was a good job on everybody else's part to miss him, and what a lick he took to that wall.
Doing a review of it here. We continue on. Reese Schaefer, I think, has pitted.
Rightfully so. Reese Schaefer was on old tires. He needed to pit.
Bam! Woo!
That wall had a nice chunk of sheet metal to eat. And it was unfortunately at the hands of Brandon Richardson.
Schaefer looked very slow turning into the box. See if everything's alright. But, we can continue on. Seth Berger now has a 1.2 second advantage over Max Service. Here comes Service, trying to short pit his teammate. What a beautiful pit entry. That is so hard to do.
Yeah, that was a good pit entry from Max Service.
I want to see now. We're coming up to green flag pit stops. Apparently, how are some of these drivers' pit entries going to be, especially up front? Max Service had a good one, so you got to think the short pit means a lot at Darlington, and then he had a good pit entry. So Seth Berger's got to have a good pit entry. Oh, he's got to come around the lapper. 2 lappers. Don't speed, don't miss it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think he might. That might be a black flag. I think he was over the line.
Oh, did he not have a safe pit entry? Oh boy, we'll check on that. Adrian Schumacher now takes over the race lead. And I don't know if he's understanding at the moment how valuable the tires are, or he's sticking to his strategy. Could very well be sticking to his strategy. He looks like he's coming now. He's going to take it pretty easy. Oh, look at him. Wheel hop. That looks like you trying to get into a hairpin, man. That is
oh, wow.
Not you, but just like in general, like trying to get a stock car into a hairpin. That was that was a wheel hop. So Adrian Schumacher pits from the lead and hands it over to Greg Holt. Jeremiah Stutzman still out there, and Devin Smith. Seth Berger comes off the pit lane. Does he head back in? Greg Holt stays out. Jeremiah Stutzman stays out. Seth Berger stays out for now. But if you're given a penalty, you're given 3 laps, so he might be going as long as he can.
Might be. We don't. Did he get a penalty? We don't know.
Yeah, we'll find out if he's not the leader.
Yep.
Or if he's not on the lead lap. Schumacher had a 21-second stop, so I think he took damage repairs there. But he is down in a way. So Schumacher just playing it safe. He doesn't want any part of it. That's probably why he didn't try to pass Schaefer.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. Yeah,
He just wants to finish, I think, is Schumacher's point of view. And that's good for, somebody who, like he said himself, he doesn't think himself highly as an oval racer. Learn how to finish the races. That's a big thing and a mature thing to do from,
agree.
From any type of driver trying to learn the discipline of racing. Greg Holt, Jeremiah Stutzman, Devin Smith, these 3 drivers may be just running into tanks empty and seeing what'll happen. Look at Schumacher fly up on Smith right here.
Flying.
He's just going to leave him. What does this do? Schumacher's coming off of turn 4 now. Theoretical race leader Seth Berger is entering turn 3. So that 21-second stop and very conservative pit entry from Schumacher is going to cost them a lot of time. Schumacher's off at 2 now as Seth Berger is at the line. So what Schumacher can't do is have another long stop like that. Schumacher's going to have to get aggressive on a pit entry or not take damage repairs next time.
I think there is one more stop left in this race.
Here comes Holt, but he was also racing the lapped car of Miz into pit entry. Oh, did he make it? Can he make it? Oh. He makes it, and I think that's not a penalty from what we've seen from Seth Berger, and Jeremiah Stutzman takes over the lead. Last week's race winner. Someone you didn't expect to beat you last week.
Nope, I didn't expect him to beat me at all, but hey, props to him. He got the better of me.
Jeremiah Stutzman continues, and looks like he's coming, and he's ran it dry probably. Devin Smith is coming.
Couldn't this week. Look at those Team Swift Motorsports cars.
Adrian Schumacher has passed Greg Holt for 5th. So Schumacher's kind of in a double whammy here. He pitted pretty early and had a slow pit entry and a slow stop. So he's going to get, passed by the drivers on fresh tires later in the run. And then he's already just at an advantage to start. But who's not at that advantage is Max Service. He is coming.
He wants that lead, and he wants it now.
Stutzman on pit exit. Stutzman's a lap down. There's only 6 cars on the lead lap. Make that 5 because Lingerfeld just went a lap down. With as many cautions as we had, I did not expect only 5 cars to be on the lead lap.
Yeah, I can't believe that. That's kind of insane.
I don't know if that says how many cars have damage or how good the leaders are.
I'd say damage. But these two guys are also dominating out here today.
Yes, sir. Here's the battle for position going on right here. Stutzman on Lingerfeld. This is also, most importantly, the free pass position. We've seen accidents happen out of nowhere, especially at a track like this. Now, don't be the accident battling for this spot, but this spot becomes important if a caution comes out and Stutzman takes it. Not like no tomorrow. He just takes it.
That was too easy for Stutzman.
I think Lingerfeld might have not pushed it too hard. Back to the battle for the lead, and really the only other battle on the track. Oh, Service has got to run off of 4. He's got a good run. Is he going to take it? I doubt it because he hasn't taken it. He's just staying behind a teammate. Maybe he's sizing him up, trying to learn for later.
I think he might be. I think he might be waiting. And as time goes on, once he sizes him up, learns the lines, I think he's going to get him in attack.
I think for him, I don't think it matters how many laps he leads. I think he just wants to win. Stutzman's coming back to try to take a lap back from these two. Now, remember how long ago these two pitted and Stutzman just pitted. But Still, that's remarkable in its own.
Yeah, it's really good on his own, and you know.
Whoa.
Oh, Seth, where you going, buddy?
What do you do if you're Stutzman? You're faster than the leaders, but they're the leaders.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything he can do at this moment, especially with it being hard to pass.
Yeah, and they're in their own battle. It's not like they're 1-by-1. If they're a 1-by-1, he'd probably be a little aggressive, but they're in a battle. He just wants to get through. He wants to get back onto the lead lap. Lingerfeld is rooting that Stutzman gets back onto the lead lap.
Yeah, that'll be good for Kyle if Stutzman can get on the lead lap, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen just yet.
Now Service looks like he's been preoccupied by Stutzman, and Stutzman now thinks he can maybe take a shot. He's got to set it up, though. You know, if you're a lap car passing a lead lap car, you're gonna have it. Let's take a look at the pit laps. The leaders last pitted on lap 108. Jeremiah Stutzman pitted on 115. That's a 7-lap tire difference. And it's evident. What's also evident is Service is bothered by it. Maybe Service should let him by. And let Stutzman get involved with Berger.
Yeah, I think Service should let him by here, but we'll see if he does that.
Yeah, Berger's starting to build up a margin. Yep, there he goes. Service let Stutzman by. And now, what Berger might want to do is also just let him by. Now that he's seen how much Stutzman slowed down, Max Service, he might just be more inclined to let him by to kind of, you know, prove that Max kind of wasted a little bit of time worrying about the lap car. There was a pass for the 8th position. Devin Smith has gotten by Garrett Velzy. That's just recently happened. We can take a quick look at it. Looks like Velzy just let him by. Fair enough. Velzy, though, we don't talk a lot about him. Most weeks, he's a starting park, trying to stay in playoff contention. But he decided to run this week, and he's ninth in the race right now. In a race of attrition, that does account for something.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Not doing too bad. Doing pretty good.
And now more than anything, he needs to start building momentum for the playoffs. I know he's in the playoffs because he got a Talladega win. I know what people think of that. But you are then still a playoff driver, and you got to act like it. And here he comes with a 9th place run, and he can build off of that. He's got to keep making these races, of course, and maybe there's other stuff that's preventing him from running. Okay, I get that, but he's literally just making a starting park so he doesn't lose eligibility. Cool.
Yeah, yep.
But now when he does run, he's not having the greatest of days. But today he's ahead of a good chunk of good names.
Yeah, that's a good thing for him.
And again, this is the 8th race before the playoffs. Next week will be 7, and next week, where are we at? Are we at Lucas Oil next week or the Roval? Let me just see. I could be wrong. I think we could be at Kentucky too, man. We are at the Charlotte Roval next week. Yes, time for me to do a track guide. We didn't get a track guide from you this week, Jacob. After that accident, I think we're okay. Let's take a look at the stream comments real quick. Of course, Burger Nation rise up. Mark Burger says, nice job, 77. Rebecca Burger says, go Burger Nation. Mark Burger says, props to Seth's teammate for running the paint scheme. Burger Nation. Pam Williams says, just joined in to see our guy doing his best as always. Go Seth. And right on, Burger Nation in full force as always. Love to see him, and I'm sure I'm sorry, Max. Seth Berger loves the support. Well, we need to get Max some support, man. Max has had a great race, but right now just outpaced by Seth Berger.
Yeah, I think some support for Max would definitely be needed here. But it's been tough. I think now Berger needs to let Stutzman by here. We'll see if he does.
I don't think he has to. He is still gaining on Max service. Like, Stutzman would like to go by, but for Berger's case, if we get another yellow, you don't want another one, but if you do, you want as least amount of cars on the lead lap as you can.
Yeah, I agree, and let's see what happens, what conspires here.
Yeah, if Seth was being slowed down by Jeremiah Stutzman, I think Seth would let him by.
Yeah, but he's
But
not. It looks like
Seth continues to gain on Max service, even with a lap car pressuring him.
I wonder if Service uses tires already. I wonder if tires come into play here.
Or is there some sort of saving going on to maybe prevent
Oh,
a
that
two-stop
could be.
to the end? Maybe. I don't know. I know Max Service was also pretty fast last week, and I think he was also wondering how an alternate strategy beat him. So he might have been looking into what happened last week. Oh, here comes Stutzman. He's got the run. Is Berger going to give it up? No. Stutzman takes it easy, and he is racing the leader, of course, so he's not trying to be aggressive, but he has 7-lap fresher tires.
Yeah, and can he might try and make it. No, he's not. I thought he would look for it, but I think taking it easy for now, especially racing the leader, is something that Stutzman needs to look into.
And I know Burger Nation loves it. I know maybe non-Burger Nation people may be wondering why we're only sticking on the leader. I'm gonna be honest. The closest battle on the track is Jeremiah Stutzman trying to get his lap back. There's not really another battle on track. We will get to the rest of the field, but do want to see how this plays out. The next closest battle on track is right now Miz catching up to Eric Peck. He's about a second and a half behind Vat. Vat is going on for the 12th position. Let's see a little bit of onboard action from last week's race winner, and first driver 1 lap down, trying to change that. Jeremiah Stutzman. Up 5 from where he started. Oh, he's... Whoa.
Oh, wow.
You can really see how much of a struggle the exit of 2 is. How bad was it?
Oh, it was pretty bad. You have to let off really hard off the exit. It was bad.
Yeah, we'll see it here this time by a 30.8 for Stutzman last lap, and we'll look from the rear bumper of Berger after this corner, if they're not going side by side here. Oh, the lapper Thompson gets out of the way. Let's see, Seth Berger ran also a 30.8, but he's also right in front of Stutzman.
Yeah, it looks like these tires are starting to wear. Running 31s.
And once again, Seth Berger has 8-lap older tires than Stutzman, and Stutzman is getting close. You can see all of that, all the pixels on that grill. 30.967 for Seth. Oh, that's Max. Sorry. And a 30.946 for Stutzman. Still faster, but of course in the slipstream and desperately trying to find a way around them.
And
down to 124 there. 3 and 4.
Reese Schaefer was talking earlier about how the draft is definitely the same as Kansas. Very, very poor.
How about Reese Schaefer? Let's take a look at how he's doing in the third position. Up 3 spots from where he started. He started 6th. Oh. He continues on. 31-1. Oh! Brendan Richardson's crashed.
Like, oh no, not again.
Is this a yellow, though? We'll watch the replay. But...
I think that's...
Oh, Malenko's just blowing an engine right there on pit lane. That's also fun.
That's fun.
Let's see. Oh, he was slow by himself. Okay, he maybe just pulled off the track. Yeah, that looks to be the case.
Yep, I think that 29 car called it a night.
We continue on with Seth Berger out in front. Adrian Schumacher still in 4th. Schumacher's pit lap to Seth. He has 1 lap fresher tires than the leader. He's still running 30.9s. So he's gaining. They're at 30.9 to Seth Berger's last lap of the 31.1. So he's gaining on the leader. Is it going to be enough? I don't know. I don't think there's anything that can come out of that. He's going to have a good pit stop this next round. And
Pit window should be
I was like,
opening.
when are we getting there? We're coming up to 40 laps now.
I think this might be the last stop. I'm not too sure.
Here's the thing. If it's not the last stop, if they're going every 40 laps, think about it. In 40 laps from 150 is 190. You're going to have to save.
Oh, man.
So this could be the last stop if they go about 5 laps or they plan on saving. Or they get their saving done now.
Or they get it done now, which will be...
Which I think Stutzman is fine, because he has 7 laps on Berger. Stutzman is good to go on 1 more stop. Can't say the same for everybody else who pitted 7-8 laps before.
Is Stutzman going to win this thing again off pit strategy?
You know what, man? I don't know.
First, he has to get his lap back, but if he can win this thing again off pit strategy, what a brain from Jeremiah Stutzman.
And what we'll really want to watch is when does Reese Schaefer pit? Because he was the first one to pit of the front runners last time. Pit on lap 105. So he's already gone 43 laps. And so he's going to have... If he can pit 149, he should be good. Which... This is his lap 148. And Seth continues on. I think this is gonna be the last stop by a very little margin, but I think it'll be the last stop. Just checking the lap time. It says Schaefer and Schumacher ran 31.4s to Seth Berger's 31.1. Max Service ran a 31.2. And Greg Holt ran a 31.3.
Lap
30.9. Yeah, it looks like this upcoming stop will be the last stop.
Yeah, it looks like it. And there goes Tyler Markle letting the leaders by.
Yep, and once again, I know what people are going to say. This is literally the best battle on track. Now, Schumacher is catching Schaefer. This is a battle brewing, but it's not brewed yet.
Schaefer could be looking to pit here soon.
Yeah, this gap is really coming down between Schaefer and Schumacher. Now, within a second of each other, so the battle box is in effect. And Tyler Markle's hit the pit lane.
Reese Schaefer choosing to stay out here. What if Adrian Schumacher catches him? Will he consider pitting? That's a question that will be answered shortly.
I think Schumacher at this point should pit. A road course driver works a race backwards and pits, at the first available opportunity. And here comes Schaefer, so Schumacher should not go more than one more lap. I mean, if he's truly, thinking about that battle, if he doesn't care about the battle, he doesn't care.
If he doesn't care, then I mean, it is what it is.
Max Service is in. Adrian Schumacher stays out a lap. Greg Holt stays out a lap. There's not too much Stutzman can do. He's just done as much as he can do.
Yeah, I don't think passing Berger. I think he's done trying.
And I feel like if he could have passed Berger and gained a lot of time, maybe we're talking a different thing. And maybe he, if he got past Berger early, he didn't even get past him at all. If he got past Berger pretty early on his fresh tires, he could have made up a lot of time, and then could have done the exact same thing.
Oh, and now here comes Reese Schaefer looking to the inside.
Yeah, very fresh tires. Schaefer should have no problem. This could be tight, though, coming off of turn 2.
Oh, wow, look at the speed from Schaefer. Like right around Seth Berger.
Seth maybe trying to pit here.
And he's going in. Don't speed.
I don't know what the speed limit, or I mean, even if I knew the speed limit, I don't have an active speedometer of the car.
Speed limit is 45 miles per hour.
That makes sense. Schumacher will stay out and get some lap sled.
Yep, I don't think he cares about that Reese Schaefer battle.
I mean, besides the Schaefer battle, there's not much you can gain out of this race, so might as well, I guess, get lap sled.
Right. Get some free points for leading some laps.
Yeah. Well, he already got the point. I don't think he's gained a point for most laps either, but just get it out there, I guess. But now it's Greg Holt, Jeremiah Stutzman still out. Here comes Schumacher.
Yep, he's coming in now.
That was a better pit entry. That was not aggressive, but that wasn't conservative either.
Well, I mean, we were talking about it last week, how some of these drivers haven't had
the best pit entries.
But today is really different.
We haven't, yeah. On a tricky pit entry, nobody's really had it. And I'm not going to say any pit entry is easy. Going from race speed to pit speed is hard, no matter the track. But, man, some drivers really struggled at Chicagoland. The thing about Chicagoland's pit entry, it's all the way on the exit of the corner, and Kyle Lingerfeld's crashed on pit entry, as we say it.
Wow. And he can't get the car back going.
I don't, oh, no, that's pit exit. That's pit exit. Well, let's see what happened. Yeah, this is pit exit here. Comes off the pit lane. Reminds me of watching your pit exit last week. Garrett Velzy. Yes, pretty much the same scenario, but you save it, he doesn't.
I save it, he doesn't, yep.
But pretty much the same thing. You both just kind of got a little happy on the throttle on pit exit.
And he couldn't get the car around.
Yeah. That's not going to help his green flag run that he still has to go do to finish the race.
Yeah, no, that's gonna definitely wear the tires now.
And Garrett Velsey had his own incident. Happens here. Oh, going round, lock it
Sliding.
down. Oh, that's.
Oh,
I mean, you don't want any damage, but that's not bad.
that's not too bad.
He will still be in the 10th position. Anyway, Greg Holt is your race leader, and he comes into the pit lane now. Devin Smith comes in, and Jeremiah Stutzman takes over the race lead. I think he just wants his lap lead point. He did not get it, I don't think, last time. So this is his first lap lead of the race.
He should have got it last week.
No, last pit cycle. But he gets the wall there. And here he comes. Yep.
Man, the wall has been the story of the day today at Darlington.
Yeah, and Seth Berger's going to take over the lead right about now. Max Service is off of 4 now. Reese Schaefer enters turn 3 now. Adrian Schumacher comes off of turn 2 now. Greg Holt comes off of pit exit now. And goes a lap down, Greg Holt. So there's only 5 cars on the lead lap, and Stutzman's still in pit lane. So there's going to be 4 cars on the lead lap when this is all done. Now, Stutzman and Holt will have fresher tires. Can they get their laps back? That's another question. But and they went really late. I don't know if there's any advantage to that, but we continue on. And what a race it's been. Josh McClune hits the pit lane. McClune has not had the greatest of days. He's been in a couple accidents. He'll be in the 16th position. And yeah, there's there's not a lot going on. Lingerfelt trying to catch up. Devin Smith. Smith down in turn 1. Lingerfelt entering 1 now.
Okay.
So,
Alright.
when there's not too much going on, let's take a look and kind of recap the day thus far. I know you're gonna love that.
Oh yeah. Let's not do that.
Well, we're
Please.
gonna go ahead and do it anyway. And I don't even know where to start. This is such a big incident that brings out the first caution. There's so many pieces. This is like 2 separate accidents, but
No, the only accident was from me. I guess there was more.
there was more behind you. Uh-oh. It's having trouble finding how far back it was. This is lap 21 when this happened, so I have to go back live and then try it again. Yeah. Try it again. This all starts back here. Zala gets the wall, collects Stutzman. So that happens. Then Zala meets Richardson on corner exit with Cardulo. So all that's going on, but that's not even the biggest part of it. There's still a whole other half of the wreck that goes on at pretty much the same time. Thompson collects Gardner, which collected Smith, which collected St. Cour. An 8-car accident on lap 21. And I truly don't know what to say. There's so much that happens here. We start with Zala. There. Getting the wall, collecting Stutzman.
Now, was that even really my fault now that I'm looking at it again?
And all this happens over here. And then one more view, heavy. I don't know. Well, let's see. There 2 accidents in frame there that it's gonna kind of fall out of frame there.
Wow.
And then down here, Cardillo gets the wall.
Yeah, I don't think that. Wow. Okay.
So anyway, that happened, and we'll find this. I think this is just Zala pulling off the track. Here's an accident that brings out the caution on lap 53. Joseph Kossi catches up to lap traffic. And unfortunately, Peck is braking. Kossi brakes. Colt doesn't know to brake at that moment. And Kossi had nothing he could have done.
Yeah, there's nothing to do there. That's just a tough break for the 88 car.
And then, let's see, when this caution came out, it's a little bit ago, who was... The next caution was, I think it was McClune in this one. Yeah, it was McClune and Thompson.
McClune, Thompson, and Gardner.
Yeah, and this goes on. Yeah, McClune sent it into one. Gardner kind of fell in line behind Velzy. And, man, a whole lot went on there. Took out a lot of good cars.
And that's one thing you do at Darlington.
That was the last caution. Now, from then on, it's been single car spins. And Richardson, unfortunately, has had a couple of those. This one all by himself on lap 101. Bam!
What a lick.
119, Brandon Richardson. Yeah, this is where he pulls off the track.
Yeah, this is where he pulls off the track.
Kyle Lingerfeld on pit entry. This is his lap 156. I'm sorry, pit exit.
I think did like you said, did the same thing I did at Auto Club, but I think he was still on the throttle.
And then Garrett Velzy, lap 156. On the front straightaway here. So we continue on after this. There has been a battle brewing, and Schaefer is catching Max Service. We go back live. Might take a bit. Actually, Schumacher's catching Schaefer. My bad. Schumacher now, can he get a podium?
You know, I think that might be the case here tonight. I think Schumacher has a chance.
With 15 laps to go, why not?
Well, I was going to say I think we should go ladder proud with 600 horses, but now we got a battle going on. Hit the wall.
Yeah, he's trying. We're going a little loud and proud here as it is.
I agree, and Schumacher's really getting it in there.
Yeah, he's got a huge advantage here. He's sizing him up, but he's got to send it. He knows the laps are winding down.
If he wants it, he's got to want it now.
I would have checked up there too. I don't know how close I can get to that wall. Lisa Berger says, keep the focus, go number 77. He's got to ease that exit. And he's sticking with Schaefer down the back straight. He lost 100th. Now corner entry Schaefer gets, but Schumacher, I think he's going to really roll the exit. Oh, he cuts down under to try to get more speed. He's going to have a run. Is he going to have a big enough run? I wouldn't send it from this far back.
Nope. That's going to end up wrecking Schaefer and him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do that. He's going to give it his all. Either way, if this is something we have to talk about with the third place driver, this is going to be good.
Yeah, this will be a good battle to the end here.
It's a little bit from the opposite end. And see how Schaefer's doing this way.
I think Schaefer's tires are going here.
Now look at that. Look at that gap. It was a second on lap 176, and Schumacher just closed that thing down. He's got to run. He doesn't want to wreck him, but at what point do you forget about wrecking someone? Just get the spot. Oh, he's got to run here. He's got him here. No, he falls back in line.
Falls back in line.
I really thought he was going to send it there.
Yeah, I thought he was too, and no, he doesn't.
Tyler Markle might have something to say about this battle on fresh tires.
Nine laps remaining. And this is a pretty good battle for third.
Yeah, this battle does continue for the third position, and Tyler Markle wants... Oh, I don't know what he wants. He just wants to get past this.
He wants to get away from it.
He doesn't want to wreck. That's what he doesn't want.
He doesn't want to wreck, and he doesn't want to wreck the guys battling for third.
Eight laps to go. Seth Berger continue his march out front, 4.5 seconds over Max Service. We continue to watch the battle back here. Now, what Schaefer wants is Tyler Merkel to pressure Schumacher into battling him. Schumacher has got to know that Tyler Markle is really there's nothing for Tyler to gain here, and it's just got to kind of run his race. Tyler Markle is several laps behind the next closest position he can gain, so Tyler's not even really in this.
Schaefer really slow through that corner. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, you're good. He is, but Schumacher, he gets a little bit of a run. To be fair, I don't think it's a substantial run because you don't want to be at the guy's quarter panel going into turn one. You want to be side by side, but at some point you gotta act on it. And Markle might have something to say. Schumacher, he's starting to peak. He's starting to get aggressive,
and he's still not gonna take it though. 5 laps to go.
Oh, he's got a good exit here. I think he wants it now. Get him. He's going to try. He's going. He's sending it. He's going to... Oh,
no.
He doesn't want to wreck him, though. He's trying so hard. And to be fair, he's also on old tires. That is hard to pass on old tires. It's hard to pass. And then it's hard to pass cleanly on old tires. At some point, I don't know if it's going to matter if it's clean. I think he just...
Yeah,
well, I mean, Schumacher, I don't think is going to be dirty about it, but Schumacher wants it.
Yeah, if he can get it, he might as well take it. I don't care who you are. 3 laps ago, 2 laps ago, white flag. If I am there, I'm.
Well, I think if he's gonna hit Schaefer, and I don't think he's gonna try intentionally to hit him, but I think if he's gonna send it, give it his last all, it's gonna be that white flag.
Yeah, on the white flag. At this point, if I can gain a spot, I'm doing anything I can to get it.
For sure.
And if you don't like me for that,
what
then,
I'd be trying to do is trying to get on that quarter panel to try to get him a little loose, which might actually help on very old tires, but
right.
Try to move him out the lane a little bit, not wreck him, just nudge him, rub him.
You know,
rubbing's racing.
Rubbing is racing. You know, if you don't like that, you can come back to the hauler after the race and we can have a chat.
Well, someone who will be getting a chat, well, I think. A lap and a half to go.
Unless he blows a tire or, you know, he sticks it in the fence, I think we'll be talking to him at the end of this thing.
Burger Nation might be treated to another one. At the start of 2021, we take the white flag here at Darlington. Take another peek at this battle, going through 3 and 4. We'll catch up with Seth Berger on the first side. This Schumacher had a run, but not big enough. He's going to have to send it there. But coming off of turn number 4, Seth Berger is going to win at Darlington.
What a win from Seth Berger.
Max Service will come home second, and now the battle. They're going side by side to 3. Schumacher to the inside.
Here we go.
Trying to send it. Gotta keep it at the wall. They're side by side off of 4. Who wants third? Looks like it's gonna be Schaefer.
Schaefer. Wow.
What a battle.
What a battle. That's gonna have to be talked about.
Schumacher tried, but to no avail.
Great hope.
He finished the race, but wow, what a finish.
That was a great battle.
And here comes the Team Swift celebration on the front straight.
Oh boy.
And Burger Nation is loving it in the chat. Oh, here we go.
Wow. That's awesome.
Burning it down on the front straightaway is Team Swift Motorsports, Seth Berger, Max Service. Yeah, they're going to really try to get it here. That's going to be a screenshot. And Tyler Markle joins. Oh, that's Jason Miz. Alright, we'll let them celebrate. We're going to get some interviews lined up here. Don't you go away. We'll be right back as they continue to burn it down on the front straight. The top 2 finishers. Well, actually, as they burn it down, we can work on our third place interview. And man, oh man, Reese, what a battle that was at the end. Talk about it.
You know, I came out of pits and I saw Adrian was behind me, and I was like, I just saw that relative just creeping down, and I knew I was going to be in a lot of trouble. But just similar to Kansas, the track really hard to pass, so I knew I could probably hold them off for a little while. And lucky enough, I kind of found a good groove, kind of coming in 3 and 4, kind of going high and coming back low a little bit, kind of making him just eat my draft and, you know, really slow him down, and then allowed me to hold him off barely at the end there. We're side by side. I got a little sketchy, but got pulled through.
So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this race, the person battling you was faster, but you had such a great defense. You were holding your line that they either couldn't get around you, or, you know, they didn't want to wreck you trying to pass you, so they didn't, like, send it into the corner. What do you think that says about you, and do you feel the same way?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of that, you know, that short track vibe. It is, you know, the only way they can pass you is just, you know, if you kind of just hold your line, it shouldn't be able to pass you. This track, you know, even though it's a long one, it's very narrow, and it's really really hard to find any groove to get around people. The only real shot you have is start of the run and just hoping for the best. That people are have worse lines or a little slower. So I knew that I could probably defend people pretty well, but it definitely worked really really well, which is awesome. So really helped me pull out this top 3.
All right, I'll let Jacob kind of ask you questions, wrap up your interview here.
All right, Reese, how's it going, man?
It's all right, man. A little up and down, but pulled through. Top 3.
Right. What I want to ask you is what was the problem with the car tonight?
I hit the wall.
I
Hit the wall, and it was just. What basically happened was I think it was like 30 or 40. I tapped the wall, and it gave me about 24 seconds of optional, and just ever since then the car was just a little tighter than it was at the start of the race. So once that happened, I knew I was a little in trouble, and it also didn't help. The one restart I spun it, saved it pretty well, and then once we had a caution there, I got a black flag for passing someone onto the yellow coming to the pits, but I mean, I didn't pass anyone coming to the pits, so I don't know where it came from. So I had to fall in the back. So I restarted 13th and finished 3rd. So that's pretty good for last final green flag stints there. So
yeah, I agree. That's pretty good. The tire wear. How were the tires tonight?
They were destroyed. For me especially, because I had basically since the start of the race, I was really just since my little minor spin, it sent me back to I think 13th or 14th, and I was just the entire night I was just carving my way back through, trying to gain as many spots as I could, and luckily I was able to prevail to a 3rd place tonight. So.
Well, I think that's it for me. You did a great job tonight, and good 3rd place finish for you tonight, Reese.
So, thanks, guys.
Right on, and that is 3rd place finisher driver of the number 17, Reese Schaefer, and again, just what a race that was to the wire between himself and Adrian Schumacher. Let us get a word in now with 2nd place finisher driver of the number 81, Max Service. And Max, what happened? This was your race until your teammate showed up.
I didn't get a good launch out of my pit box. I couldn't get a launch all race at all out of the first stall there, and he beat me off pit road. I didn't exactly pick up when I should have. I was trying not to spin the tires and ended up losing the race off pit road, and I couldn't get by him. It's tough to pass here at Darlington, so I was just kind of riding behind him there, and finally the dirty air caught up with me in the tire wear, and I hit the wall, and the car faded from there.
That was one of the things I was going to ask about. Were you really riding behind him, not trying to be aggressive passing him, or was it actually that difficult you could not get the run to pass him?
I mean, I got my run every single time. I was so much better getting off turn 4 than he was, but I mean, I just couldn't get enough of a run and didn't quite have the confidence going down into 1 there. I think I had 1 look and backed out of it because I didn't really want to wreck us that early in the race. I felt like I could get back there and push back. I felt like I was a little bit better than he was on the shortest run and then on the longer run too, but didn't exactly get that opportunity.
Fair enough. Does this kind of a race where you had a great race in the sense you had a fast car and you led a lot of laps, does this kind of give you some momentum once again? It's been a little bit since you were a big factor in the outcome of the race. Does that kind of give you any motivation as we head into the run to the playoffs, which has a road course and a bunch of short tracks?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to go run up front for once. I mean, I knew Darlington was going to be a really good shot for me to go out and contend for a win. I didn't want to say it pre-race. I didn't want to jinx myself, as I usually do. But I felt like I had a really, really good car, and in practice I went out there after our interview and put it on the top again.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, just things didn't quite align. If I could have got maybe a little bit better launches out of the pit box, maybe different story. But It's whatever. It's good momentum going forward. I'm so happy to just finish second, finish on the podium for once. It's been a while. It's been Montreal, and then I don't remember the last time before that.
Fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions for Max?
Nope, I'm all good.
Well, fair enough. So yeah, you're back on the podium, as you said. It's been a minute. So congratulations on that. Congratulations, second place finish. Good chunk of laps led, fast car. Didn't get that top spot though. But
Yeah.
your teammate
I
did.
would
So
also like-
congratulations on the behalf of the team.
I'd also like to shout out Mad Dogs Trains for stepping up and sponsoring all 4 cars here at Swift Racing. We were in desperate need of some sponsorship, and they stepped up here and supported all 4 cars and those beautiful black and yellow Camaros. Well, they finished 1-2. That's as good as we can do, I guess.
Yeah, that's got to count for something, no?
Malenko and Miracle got to figure out how to show up, though.
Ooh, that's true because Malenko was the top seed in the playoffs until just a
Malenko
few
just
minutes
left.
ago. He did.
Malenko left. Malenko was having none of it.
I think Malenko will come to shine in the coming weeks with his tracks. But anyway,
Oh, definitely.
this was about you. Congratulations on the second place finish, well, and your team. Congratulations on the great showing today. And yeah, best luck to you next week at the Roval.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it.
And that was Max Service, driver number 81. He, again, had a very, very fast car, but he had a fast car, but it wasn't fast enough to beat his teammate and driver of the number 77 and new number 1 seed in the playoffs, Seth Berger. For Burger Nation and for you, how does that feel?
Feels pretty awesome. This win was definitely a lot more difficult than Kansas. I think this is one of the most difficult tracks to run just because you have to run next to the wall so much. And I touched it one time, but just barely. So luckily I never pancaked it, and I think that was a big factor of being able to be up front at the end.
Fair enough. So talk to us about this track. How what spot were you most concerned about? Was it turn 2 or 3 and 4, or what were you eyeing coming into the race? What were you eyeing after practice to really manage the car in?
Going into the race, I was probably most scared of 3 and 4 just because you carry so much speed through 1 and 2. You want to almost carry that same speed through 3 and 4, but it's just impossible because it's a totally different turn. And that, like I said, 3 and 4 was my concern coming into the race, but throughout the race, ended up being, it wasn't my strong suit, but I was pretty comfortable through 3 and 4. Where I was trying to make up the most speed was coming out of 2, so you'd have to push it every time out of there, and it got close a couple of times, but yeah, that turn 2 was a trouble spot for almost everyone tonight, I think.
So, good showing for Team Swift Motorsports. But Max, at least at the beginning of the race, it literally looked like Max had this race a big portion of the first part of the race, but that last caution, what went on pit road?
I got into my box and got out of my box really well, so I think that was it. I didn't spin the tires too much coming out of the pits there on that last caution. So that was definitely a big game changer for the rest of the race because, I mean, who knows how many laps I would have had to have been trying to pass Max during green flag. Who knows if I would have ever gotten past him. Maybe I would have gotten to the wall, but yeah, definitely that pit road was a game changer right there.
Was there at any point in was there any point in that battle with Max that you thought he was just like that much faster, even though this is for the lead, where teammates might consider letting him by, or was it this is the lead, I'm staying in the lead?
I would definitely want to try to hold on to the lead. Both me and him were pretty content. We were both pulling away from the field, so we were happy with that. But I mean, I would fight it a little bit, like I'm not going to let off for him. But if we were side by side going into a turn, I'd probably have to let him by just because going side by side here is almost a death sentence when you're trying to pass somebody for position. Passing the lap cars is a little bit easier just because of the speed difference, but when you're trying to pass a lead lap car for position, it is extremely difficult.
Well, let's talk about lap cars. And Jeremiah Stutzman, obviously he was on 8 lap fresher tires. Did you feel the pressure when he was breathing down your neck? And were you ever tempted to let him by because he was right there? Or because, if a caution came out, that would just be another car in the lead lap you didn't? Or did you even care?
He was staying behind Max for a few laps there I saw until Max screwed up, so Max let him by. And then he caught up to me really quickly, and he just really wasn't showing his nose that much. I mean, there was one time I almost pancaked the wall out of turn 2, and he could have passed me, but he slammed on the brakes to stay behind me. So I don't know if he was trying to save fuel, but I mean, if he showed his nose, I knew he was on fresher tires, so I wasn't going to try to contest that much. But I mean, if he wasn't really trying to pass, I wasn't going to let off,
That's fair enough. Jacob, you have any questions?
I think I just got one. Seth, we talked about how you won Kansas, and now you win Darlington. Where do you put this win on the pedestal of wins that you have so far?
I think Nashville is probably still number 1 just because of how exciting that finish was, green, white, checkered. But I think this Darlington win is a 2nd or 3rd place, and it would compete with my first one at Homestead.
Fair enough. 4 wins on the season, number 1 seed in the playoffs. What's the game plan, and what are we expecting at the Roval?
Win, 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 and win.
Fair enough. All right. Well, congratulations on your 4th win on the season, top of the playoffs. The great performance for Swift Motorsports, and just
gotta thank Mad Dog's Transfer sponsoring all 4 cars tonight.
Oh, for sure. And you got anything to say to Burger Nation? 'Cause I know they're all still here. They were going hard for you.
Thank you all for the support. Makes me enjoy racing on Wednesday nights, and it's cool to have people supporting me. So thank you.
I don't know what else you could say. Great job tonight. Great race.
Thank you.
Right on, and that was driver number 77, race winner, number 1 seed in the playoffs now, Mr. Seth Berger. And Jacob, so you were in the car a bit, and then you watched a lot of it. What was this race like? And then after watching it, did you learn anything?
Trash. This track is one of the, Darlington is got historical moments, but the track is absolutely terrible. To be fair, I didn't really learn too much. 3 and 4 has been a pain for me at Darlington. Anywhere we go, and it's still a pain to me today. And I don't think there's anything I can watch that'll give me any knowledge on how to take turn 3 and 4.
Fair enough. Let's take a look at some of the post-race results now that all the drivers have crossed the checkered flag after 192 circuits around the track. Too tough to tame. The lady in black, the Darlington Raceway. Top of the charts, we had Seth Berger with his near 5-second advantage over Max Service. Reese Schaefer comes on P3. Adrian Schumacher 4th. Greg Holt will be the first driver 1 lap down in 5th. Jeremiah Stutzman 6th. Devin Smith, first car 2 laps down in 7th. Kyle Lingerfeld in 8th. Andrew St. Cour, great points today for him. He'll come home in 9th. Not in the playoffs yet because Miz got up to 12th, but that battle is tightened up even more. Garrett Velzy will come home 10th. Kevin Thompson, a great run for the awareness he's trying to give for the Meniere's disease. Sean Thompson very eloquently and much neededly pointed out in the chat. So again, great showing for Kevin Thompson in that 89, and what a great cause that he had on the car. And Jason Miz will come home in the 12th position. Jacob, take the second half of the field here.
All right, 13th place. So you have Doug Solms. What a finish for him. 14th, Eric Peck. 15th, Tyler Markle. 16th, Joshua McClune. 17th, Adam Gardner. 18th, Brandon Richardson. 19th, Andrew Pratt. 20th, Malenko. Landon Cardulo in 21st. Joseph Cossi in 22nd. Jacob Zala in 23rd. and James Gilliard rounding out the field in 24th.
All right, 2 bad weeks in a row from James Gilliard. That's one of the nails in the coffin for the playoffs, but there's still a lot of racing to go, and a lot of racing for sure. Next week, we're at the Charlotte Roval. I'll be back to being all giddy about road course racing because that's the person I am. But yeah, a huge congratulations to Burger Nation, driver to 77, Seth Berger, new top seed in the playoffs. We go into a road course though. We are expecting a Kazi and Schumacher show. Malenko's also good at the road courses. Who knows what'll happen next week? But at least this week, this day, is all about the 77 of Seth Berger. Make sure you tune in next Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be at the Charlotte Roval, round 20 of 36. This has been Jacob Zala, Emerson Arnold on the call. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay inside. Do everything y'all got to do to make it through alive. We'll see you next Wednesday.